The Colorado Avalanche have gotten very busy in the last few hours, making a couple of trades that may propel them to become one of the favorites in the Western Conference. Their first trade was with the Philadelphia Flyers, where they acquired defenseman Sean Walker and a 2026 fifth-round pick in exchange for center Ryan Johansson and a 2025 first-round pick. Now, it's very important to remember, 2025 means that pick loses half of its value compared to a first-round pick this year. Now, Sean Walker has a point share value of 4.9, while Ryan Johansson has a point share value of about 1.7. That means that there is a 3.2 point share difference between what Colorado got and what Philadelphia got. Now, had that first-round pick been this year, that would have made this a pretty even trade. That first-round pick for 2024 is worth about 3 point share, but a 2025 first-round pick is worth only half of that. It's 1.5 point share, and Colorado is also getting back a 2026 fifth-round pick that is basically meaningless. So effectively, in this trade, Colorado got 4.9 point shares worth of value and gave up only 3.2 point shares worth of value, a 1.7 point share differential. So that's pretty bad, but is not too terrible. At least Philadelphia got a player who can help them in their playoff push down the... Why are you releasing Ryan Johansson? I mean, yeah, you're tight to the cap, but you can fit Johansson and slot him in as a 2 or 3 center and then just not re-sign him. Like, there's no reason to just let him go, because effectively that means that all you got back for Walker is a 2025 first-round pick, which is just, quite honestly, a terrible move by Danny Briere. And from Colorado's perspective, that back line is now completely loaded. Yes, they have a little bit of a depth issue at center now that Johansson's gone, but it's not that big of a deal. Oh, wow. Colorado acquired Casey Mittelstadt in a 1-for-1 trade, sending Bowen Byram back to Buffalo. Now, Bowen Byram is the younger player in the trade, and he's already proven himself to be a pretty competent middle-pairing defenseman with the potential to blossom into a top-pairing defenseman. On the year, he has 3.2 point share, but Mittelstadt is still a young player in his own right with room to develop. He's 25 years old. He has a 4.7 point share on this season, and he was one of the best skaters for the Buffalo Sabres in terms of expect goals for percentage, while Byram was bottom 5 on the Avalanche in that same statistic, basically meaning the team did better without Bowen Byram on the ice, whereas the Buffalo Sabres did a lot worse when Mittelstadt wasn't on the ice. And yes, you can talk about usage. Bowen Byram was a bit buried on the Colorado depth chart behind guys like Taves and Sam Girard and Cale Makar. He'll get more of an opportunity to take on bigger minutes, even though he's going to be behind Owen Power and Rasmus Dahlin. But Mittelstadt's immediately going to be their 2C for the next decade behind McKinnon. And yet Buffalo has a glut of forwards and not a lot of defensemen beyond those top two. But again, when talking about value here, this is an absolute steal by the Avalanche. With rumors that there might be a reunion with Ryan Johansson after he goes on waivers, they would have effectively given up just a first-round pick next year and Bowen Byram, one of their bottom-pairing defensemen, to get Sean Walker and Casey Mittelstadt. That is an absolute coup by GM Chris McFarland and makes the Avs one of the most dangerous teams coming out of the West.